So let's start off this session. आज की session में I guess all of you know the agenda that the topper students are here and we are going to discuss the live question answers raised by the questions from the last 1 week. We have been telling all the students to ask any XYZ questions. So let me tell you, the topper students are here and you are going to be put under a little bit of pressure as well, topper students. I know you will handle it and you'll sail through with the best results as we had done that earlier as well. So let me just first give you a brief introduction about the topper students. First of all, we have Shivankit. He topped in the entire Panchkula district. Hi Shivankit. You can say a hello to all.
Hello. Hi
Yeah.
everyone.
Yeah, so Shivankit is one of the brilliant students who passed out of Unicel Institute in 2015. He topped in the entire Panchkula district, scoring 97% in the CBSE board exams with a perfect 100 out of 100 in chemistry. BITS Pilani में Shivankit का All India rank 76 that entitled him to take up computer science in BITS Pilani. And right now, I must tell you, after passing out of BITS Pilani, from the campus placements itself, campus placement says Shivankit got selected in a company called T-Shop, one of the topmost investment banking firms. So Shivankit is here with us. A big round of applause for Shivankit. Let's welcome him. So next we have
Thank you, sir.
Dibali. Dibali is again a regular classroom student for last 2 years. Like she had been studying with us. She came in, I guess, 11th class, and she was here for almost 2 years. She is again a medical topper, topped at the regional level, scoring 96% in CBSE board exams. नीट में दीपाली का स्कोर बहुत ऑसम स्कोर था. शी स्कोर्ड 608 out of 720 and that entitled her to get an all India rank of 6148. So any all India rank within 5000 or 6000 is considered to be the best all India rank not only in our country but let me tell you, ये जो entrance exams आप लोग अभी दोगे, IIT JEE, PMT, NEET, ये इंडिया के नहीं but across the globe these are the toughest entrance exams. तो जो आपके सामने ये तीन स्टूडेंट्स हैं, they are not only the brilliant minds of a country, they are the brilliant minds of the entire globe, right? So big thanks to Dipali also. And Dipali ka jo
Thank you,
college
sir.
hai, let me also mention, Dipali is right now pursuing MBBS from Kalpana Chawla Government Medical College. It's a government college in Karnal and it is the best government college in Haryana. The state-of-the-art infrastructure, it has all the basic modern amenities like laboratories. मतलब बच्चों के एक्सपोजर के लिए जो रिसर्च प्रोफेसर्स हैं वो एक्सपीरियंस हैं. लैब्स की बात करी जाए, दे आर ऑल्सो एक्सलेंट. दे आर इक्विप्ड विद ऑल द मॉडर्न इक्विपमेंट्स. सिंस इट्स अ कॉलेज एंड अ हॉस्पिटल, so it's a dream come true for any medical aspirant to get selected in the government college of India, right? So let's welcome Dipali. Big round of applause
Thank
for
you,
Dipali.
sir.
And now we have another brilliant chap with us. Again, ये मेरा student नहीं है, मैं तो इसको friend बोलता हूँ because मेरे को बहुत कुछ कृष्णा से सीखने को मिलता है. So कृष्णा मेरा topped in the entire Solan district. Again CBSE 96%. कृष्णा के physics में perfect 100 out of 100 marks थे. He was an NTSC scholar during the school time. Scholarships तो कृष्णा की unlimited है. मतलब if you talk of NTSC, KVPY, SJVN, इसको स्कॉलरशिप स्टेट लेवल पे हिमाचल गवर्नमेंट ने स्पॉन्सर की है. पूरी जो 4 years की इंजीनियरिंग का कोर्स है, लाइक ही इज परस्यूइंग बीटेक एट NIT हमीरपुर, सो दैट इज टोटली बीइंग स्पॉन्सर्ड बाय द हिमाचल गवर्नमेंट. सो अगेन टू ऐड ऑन टू हिज अचीवमेंट्स, his GRE score, GRE आपको मैं बता देता हूँ, आफ्टर यू कंप्लीट योर बीटेक, GRE is an exam to go abroad. GRE में कृष्णा का 330 plus score है out of 340, which entitles him to get selected in the best colleges, top-notch universities of US. They're called the Ivy League universities. So again, it's a dream come true for any student to get selected in the topmost universities of US. जैसे इंडिया में IITs और AIIMS हैं, वैसे US में Ivy League universities हैं, like Stanford, Harvard. So all the best to Krishna in the coming years. We hope that he gets selected at Harvard, the topmost, or the Stanford, the best universities across the globe, right? So it's a pleasure to have you here, and I'm extremely happy to present you all. Now the ball is in your court, right, Sudhi? Are you prepared for the questions?
Sure.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So let's start off with some interesting questions. सबसे पहले I'll ask the question to Shivankit because BITS Pilani, Shivankit, I guess all India level पे सिक्स्थ बेस्ट कॉलेज आता है आफ्टर IITs, एंड इट्स अ ड्रीम कम ट्रू फॉर एनी स्टूडेंट. मतलब कोई स्टूडेंट जो टारगेट करे नॉन मेडिकल के. तो शिवांकित, tell the students about your experience of the 4 years. How is the college? Because it is one of the most prestigious colleges of India. So, what is your experience at BITS Pilani? Please go ahead.
Sure, sir. So I remember the day I got selected for BITS Pilani. That was 25th May 2015. I was pretty happy because I already heard a lot about the college from my cousin who was already studying there. And you know, people always tell you that now these 2 years are over, the next 4 years are going to be the best of your life. So it came out that this actually was true, and the college came out to be even better than what I expected it to be. See, college is a first point in your life when you put your first step outside the shell you have been growing in. So it should ensure that you just don't grow academically, but also grow as a person. And Bits Pilani is exactly the kind of place you are looking for. So you'll be, and you know, mesmerized by the campus, how beautiful it is as soon as you enter the gate. And more than what the place has to offer, I would say it's the people that you are surrounded with when you are at the college. The better college you get into, the better is the crowd. And believe me, you mostly learn from your peers in college more than from your teachers. So getting into good crowd is very important. If I talk about the infrastructure, we have cutting edge research labs in all domains of science. If I talk about curriculum, it's very practical, updated. If I talk about professors, they are also doing a lot of research. Plus, the best part is they also let you become a part of it. Like I remember myself doing two research projects in my bachelor's itself under some PhD students as well as some professors. Now, apart from academics, it has different clubs, departments, which actually cultural associations, which kind of help you to nourish your hobbies in every possible way. Then we have fest. We take our cultural fest Oasis, which is one of the most popular all over the country. Then we have a technical fest named Apogee, where people come up with brilliant ideas and present them. Then we have sports fest called Bossum. So a lot of things. Then yeah, how could I miss the best part? Bits Pilani also offers an exchange programs through which you also get internships. See, in most of the colleges, you companies come, but you also have to get interviewed. But Bits Pilani have these tie-ups with companies where you actually get into them just on the basis of your performance in college, and you don't even have to get through the interviews. So this is actually pretty good. You get two internships. I got one after my second year, and one in my last semester. And yeah, I think I wouldn't be doing justice to Bits Pilani if I don't talk about placements. So yes, we have a lot of good companies coming to the college with handsome packages, and not just in computer science, in every possible branch. So I would say that yes, this place will offer you the kind of all-round development that you have been looking for, and you will have a life there. That's all I would say.
Okay, great answer. So देखो बच्चे, मेन चीज जो मैटर करती है, once you are surrounded with positive atmosphere, the best faculty members, the best friends, मतलब इंडिया का जो बेस्ट टैलेंट पूल है वो compete करता है at a college like BITS Pilani और NIT और कल्पना चावला गवर्नमेंट मेडिकल कॉलेज. मतलब जब ऑल इंडिया के जो बेस्ट ब्रेन्स जब compete करते हैं, तो आई एम श्योर जो आपकी लर्निंग्स है वो इमेंस होती है. कृष्णा, if you would like to add something, what is the prospects of NIT Hamirpur? कैसा लगा वहाँ पहुँच के, and what is your experience?
As you mentioned earlier, that NIT Hamirpur is one of the best colleges in Himachal Pradesh. The research facilities I would like to highlight over here. The research programs which they offer are too amazing that even I got two internships, as Shivankit earlier mentioned, and that both were in the research scholars only. So since now also I'm pursuing research only in my career, so I can give the whole credit to NIT Hamirpur for providing me those laboratories facilities and all those teachers and professors' hard work which have imbibed the research culture in me. So first of all, I would like to mention that there are tie-ups with the IITs and IISCs Bangalore. Like when I was in second year, I got to work in IIT Bombay with a professor, and that too because of my college. While in my third year, I got to have a chance to work abroad, that is Germany, and that too because of my college, because NIT Hamirpur is a tag and it works everywhere, wherever you go.
Right.
So that's what I would like to highlight over here.
And one more thing I would add, देखो एक आपका जो ड्रीम कॉलेज है ना, वो आपको हमेशा कंपेल करता है. यू टेंड टू थिंक अबाउट दैट. जैसे मुझे इन तीनों स्टूडेंट्स के बारे में ये पता है कि जब ये 11th 12th में थे तो इनकी पिक्चर बहुत क्लियर थी कि सर IITs के लिए हमने गोल सेट किए, लेकिन हम बिट्स और NITs या गवर्नमेंट मेडिकल कॉलेज इससे नीचे मेडिकल में हम कॉम्प्रोमाइज नहीं करेंगे, राइट स्टूडेंट्स? सो दैट हैज टू बी द गोल फॉर ईच एंड एवरी चाइल्ड प्रेजेंटेड. लेट्स मूव ऑन. द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज फॉर दीपाली. दीपाली, स्टूडेंट्स पूछना चाहते हैं कि इतने अच्छे कॉलेज में पहुंचने के लिए what was the driving force and what was the inspiration behind this success and behind this achievement? क्या मोटिवेट करता था दीपाली को?
So first of all, my parents were my inspiration, especially my dad, who supported me at every point during my preparation years. Then the teachers at the institute who motivated us during the class, and also whenever I got demotivated, I used to talk to them. So they helped me a lot. And also the talk shows conducted at the institute, where the seniors shared their success stories, also inspired me a lot. And I used to follow Aman Tilak on YouTube, who secured All India rank 33 in AIMS 2017. He is a very good motivator and I used to follow him regularly. And another driving force for me was keeping my goals in my mind every time. My goal was to get a good rank in NEET and get into a government medical college, so that helped me to achieve success. And the most important thing to achieve success is positive attitude and being focused towards your goal. So stay focused towards your goal and stay positive.
Great answer दीपाली. बच्चों को मोटिवेटेड रहना है, कंपेल्ड रहना है. एक पेरेंट्स ड्राइविंग फोर्स है, friends could be the driving force, ठीक है? Someone in the family could be the driving force. जैसे दीपाली ने कहा, she used to be motivated by the talk shows at the institute, and I'm sure दीपाली, कृष्णा और शिवांकित आपके सीनियर्स थे, तो talk shows इन्होंने भी हेल्प किए, तो they have motivated you. तो देखो, इंस्पिरेशन आप डिराइव भी करते हो और आपके खुद से अंदर से भी आनी चाहिए. बट वंस यू हैव फिक्स्ड अप योर गोल, you should be totally dedicated towards that, right Dipali?
Yes,
so
sir.
Great answer, right? So अब जैसे कि सबको पता है कि लॉकडाउन चल रहा है, राइट स्टूडेंट्स, टॉपर स्टूडेंट्स, मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ बिकॉज बहुत सारी क्वेरीज आई थी कि लॉकडाउन चल रहा है, तो हम इस टाइम को कैसे मैनेज करें, लॉकडाउन में क्या किया जाए, क्योंकि बहुत सारे नेगेटिव थॉट्स हैं. ये सुनो, नेगेटिव थॉट्स आते हैं और बच्चे ये पूछना चाहते हैं कि इस लॉकडाउन के पीरियड को हम स्टडीज में इफेक्टिवली कैसे मैनेज करें. इनके पास बहुत सारा एम्पल टाइम है बिकॉज स्कूल से हार्डली कुछ प्रोवाइड किया जा रहा है. तो व्हाट इज योर से, कृष्णा, आई वुड लिसन फ्रॉम यू कि लॉकडाउन के टाइम को कैसे यूटिलाइज कर रहे हैं.
First of all, thank you, sir, for asking me this question. This is a very relevant question in the prevailing situation. सबसे पहले अंतर्राष्ट्रीय योग दिवस की हार्दिक शुभकामनाएं आप सबको. और मैंने ये उम्मीद करी होगी कि आप सबने आज सुबह अपने लाइफ के 10 मिनट निकाले होंगे प्राणायाम करने के लिए. आई थिंक सो. Please say your answers in the comment section. The next point I would like to highlight over here before proceeding towards the studies is the importance of health during your entire career. I must say, health is wealth, as it goes on. This health is wealth, and you must always prioritize your health. In today's scenario, if we say what are the things which that pandemic has taught us, there are 3 important things. The first important thing is prioritize your health over anything else. The second important thing is your family is your great wealth. And the third important thing is don't ever let stress come in your life. So these are the 3 things which this pandemic has taught us. So first of all, let's start with the first point, that is prioritize your health. See, yoga and meditation are 2 such things which should be incorporated in your life. Like I used to remember when I was in school, my school used to take the regular meditation sessions for around 10 minutes in the morning, which used to rejuvenate my mind and which helps me to make me energized for the entire day. That's why I want to request you all to just meditate or do the breathing exercises for around 10 minutes, like Alom Vilom, Kapal Bharti, or you can even do like Vipassana meditation for around 10 minutes. That is very much crucial. The second important thing is don't let your thoughts confine to your own body. Let your thoughts be flow to your parents, to your friends, so that they can have an add-on to your thoughts. Because sometimes we feel demotivated, we feel like very stressed, and we feel, I must say, depressed. Depressed is one such word which has very high meanings, but depressed on this level for you is just like when you feel demotivated or stressed. So you must let your parents involve with you. You must let your thoughts, share your thoughts with your parents. Now let's come to the studies. So when I was discussing this with one of my friends, he quoted one example that was the 2 stories and the 2 cases. So suppose there is a news channel called Parso Tak, and they are displaying continuous news about COVID-19. In one scenario, the child is saying that, oh my God, mom, I cannot study. How can I study at home? I want to go to tuitions only. I cannot study. These are the negative thoughts which are coming to his mind. On the second hand, the other student is saying that, oh mom, I'm at home. I can utilize this time. I can utilize this time. Like I don't have to travel to the institution, or I don't have to travel back from the institution to home. So this is the positive side. Like every coin has two sides, either positive or negative. We have to see which side we want to choose. Either we want to take it as a depression for us, or we want to take it as an opportunity. But I must say that COVID-19 has come as an opportunity for the students, because they have got ample of time to like devote for their extracurriculars, to devote for their studies, and to devote with their parents. That is the most crucial thing. So like I have jotted down certain points which I would like to highlight over here. The first point is that this time is very crucial, and it is the time to embrace the COVID-19, and we have to find the solutions to face it. So first of all is you should set up an environment in your home where you can study comfortably and where you will be distractionless. The next point I would like to highlight over here is you should always keep a bottle with a water along with you, or some dry fruits along with you, because they will help you keep you hydrated and will give you the energy, the quick energy which you will require during your revision session or during your test sessions. The next point is share everything with your parents. That is most crucial. And oh my God, online learning is a savior for us. So before proceeding to online learning, I would like to ask Jatin sir that what are the things which Unison is doing, because I'm not sure what you are doing. So I would like you to elaborate all the things which you are doing, first of all.
Okay. See, Krishna, all the students present here, I guess, know about each and everything. But what we are doing, 3 steps basically. First, we are telling all the teachers to pre-record their videos at home. The lecture videos which you used to get at Unison, they are sitting at their home. Everyone has a webcam and everything installed at their home places, and they are uploading the videos to us. Next step is we are uploading the videos on our YouTube channel. That is the Unison Institute YouTube channel, right? So even you guys can also relive your memories and watch Kalra sir, Vishal sir, and all the respective teachers, okay, on the Unison Institute YouTube channel. Second thing is all the children are getting the Zoom classes. Like here, a webinar is going on. Similarly, all the children are active on the Zoom in the evening timings. 4 to 7, all of them are sitting. Like we used to have the classes at Unison here. So similar is the process. They are attending the Zoom classes, and I hope all the students are loving the classes. जो मेरे को फर्स्ट मंथ में फीडबैक आ रही थी फर्स्ट 15 डेज में कि सर वी आर मिसिंग द टीचर्स, स्पेशली 11th 12th में टीचर्स के अटैचमेंट हो जाती है, 9th 10th में भी होती है. सो दे आर नाउ totally satisfied with what the institute is providing them. So we are totally dedicated, and after that the children are clearing their doubts on the WhatsApp group. So Krishna, all in all, they are totally satisfied, I guess.
So like जैसा सर ने बोला कि अगर टीचर्स इतना ज्यादा हार्ड वर्क पुट करे, they are continuously doing it from their home, then why can't I? We other students just have to learn those things. So we should be able to like have positive thoughts along with and revise the strategies properly. I would like to mention over here the 3-tier method which I used to follow. The 3-tier method says that the thing that you have like read today, you must revise it on the next 3rd day, and then you must revise it on the next 6th day. After doing this 3 revisions, I can bet that you will be master in that topic. I used to remember that not only now, the teachers when I was in coaching institute, Unison Institute, so that time also I used to message like Kalra sir or Vishal sir at around 11:15 p.m. in the night, and they used to answer me like they were available for me 24/7. And similar is the passion which they are showing now also. So I request all the students to stay positive, stay safe, practice yoga, do meditation, and yes, do studies. Thank you, sir.
I guess जो most important चीज जो कृष्णा ने highlight करी है वो ये है कि इस lockdown period को don't think that negativity is all around. Family में किसी की job जा रही है, किसी के salary cuts हैं, किसी को काम करने में मुश्किल आ रही है, but I guess students के phase में ये golden period है. Why? Because you're getting bonus time. तो rather आप अपनी जो positivity है, आपके अपने जो goal settings है वो इतने strong कर लो, अपने आप को reanalyze करो. सबको इंट्रोस्पेक्ट करने का टाइम मिल रहा है, सबको सेल्फ एनालिसिस करने का टाइम मिल रहा है, तो एनालाइज करो कि पिछले 6 मंथ्स में आप कहां पे गलत जा रहे थे एंड वर्क ऑन देम. सो इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग हाइलाइटेड बाय कृष्णा इज टेक दिस एज एन अपॉर्चुनिटी टू स्पेंड मोर टाइम ऑन स्टडीज, राइट?
So I want to highlight over here one more thing. From the like India is a full of country of traditions and cultures. As in the traditions, there are certain immunity boosters drinks which are mentioned. So I request all the parents who are like viewing this video that they must also help their children to boost their immunity by providing those old techniques like turmeric powder and water. Now also I've started drinking this, either ginger, either include cardamom, and all this stuff should be included in your diet to improve your boost.
कृष्णा एक बात पूछ लो अभी
Yes, sir.
लॉकडाउन पीरियड में मुझे ऐसे लग रहा है मतलब आई डोंट नो लॉकडाउन बट कृष्णा ने काफी वेट लूज किया है शिवांकित व्हाट डू यू से दीपाली तो कृष्णा ये वेट लूज करने का क्या राज है ये भी बता दे आज तू डाइट कॉन्शियस बात कर रहा है तो व्हाट इज द सीक्रेट बिहाइंड लूजिंग सो मच ऑफ वेट इसका भी बता दो
I must say that when I entered the college, due to the studies in class 11th and 12th, I neglected my health. And that was my major, like, I repented all over the 4 years throughout my college. But when I entered the college, I thought that it's the time to develop your personality. It's the time to deal with your health issues. So I started practicing yoga and meditation. That's why I'm highlighting that these two are the best remedies for any of your health. So I must say that you should practice yoga and meditation, and this has helped me a lot. And that's I have like reduced the fried foods from my diet. That's the only way which I have cut down from my diet.
चल ग्रेट 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 देखो बच्चों ये जो 2 साल आप लोग प्रिपेयर कर रहे हो आप सब लोग जो लाइक एफर्ट्स करते हो स्टडीज में रिमेंबर वन थिंग ये टाइम अगर आप स्टडीज में मैनेज कर रहे हो कॉलेज टाइम में आपके पास इन सब चीजों के लिए बहुत एम्पल टाइम मिलेगा ऑलराउंड डेवलपमेंट एक्स्ट्रा करिकुलर एक्टिविटीज पर्सनालिटी डेवलपमेंट 11th-12th का जो थोड़ा सा टाइम है उसको हमने फोकस करके चलना है राइट सो वेरी वेल सेड कृष्णा ओके सो लेट्स मूव अहेड so the next question which have been asked by students this is for Shivankit common question है but important है और बच्चे आपके मुंह से सुनना चाहते हैं कि टाइम मैनेजमेंट के बारे में क्या इनपुट्स है हाउ कैन वी मैनेज द टाइम ड्यूरिंग these 2 years during the studies और इसका सेकंड पार्ट क्वेश्चन क्या ये कि हाउ टू मैनेज योर टाइम ड्यूरिंग द एग्जाम्स लाइक द एंट्रेंस एग्जाम्स आर गोइंग ऑन 2 पार्ट्स है दोनों को लाइक आंसर इट प्रॉपर्ली राइट
Okay, so see, time management is actually very important, and plus, I cannot just guide you to manage your time in a certain way. It's something which you only have to come up with. So, I think the first thing you should think about is that you should analyze your activities. You should analyze what you're doing 24 hours in a day, and after eliminating the activities, after taking out the activities that you're involved with, how much time you're left with for studying. Now, if you think that whatever goals you have set, if that time is sufficient, then good. If it's not, then you have to cut down on some activities and take out some time. Now, once you have decided the amount of time you are supposed to give to studying, it's time we should make the best use of it. So it's time for optimizing it, for making the for making it productive actually. So there I would suggest that making a timetable goes a long way. Why? Because it's a long journey. See, 2 years is a long time, and you're gonna be at different ups and downs. There'll be some subjects there'll be some topics you'll find very interesting. You'll sit for hours and hours and then finish them. But there'll be some topics you'll be like, I don't want to do this, but they are important. So once you develop a habit of sitting at some hours, I won't say just decide it on your own, just decide a time for yourself, but if you make a habit of sitting at those hours every day, you'll end up doing it every day, and basically that will help you to go through the tough times as well. Now this timetable, just decide for yourself. If you're not, take inputs from your parents, because they are aware of your daily routines. Take inputs from your teachers. It also depends on your stamina, in the sense like few people you know build momentum like in 5 minutes. They open their book and they just start solving questions right away. So for them, sittings of 45 minutes, 30 minutes are also good enough. But for some students, it takes like 30 minutes to just build a good momentum, just understand what is going on. So for them, I would suggest giving longer sitting time, let's say 2 hours, so that they at least grasp something out of it. So that's what I would say. And having a following a pattern like this goes helps in the long run. Now, what to do during exams? So during exams, you want to extract the maximum benefit out of what you have done over the past 2 years. You don't want to lose or forget everything that that you learned towards the beginning of your 11th, then you don't want to waste all of that those efforts. So revision is very important, and maximizing your time for revision is also important. Maintaining proper sleep is important, because if you don't go if if you go to exams without having a proper sleep, you'll mess up everything. So just at least get what you have already done. Then eating healthy, as Krishna has already stressed upon a lot, so I won't talk much about that. You can see he has lost a lot of weight, so it's better you talk to him about that. And yes, just try to stay healthy, stay fit during exams, keep your motivation high. See, मैं हमेशा ऐसे बोलता हूँ कि आधी लड़ाई मन की है. Once you have conquer over your heart, just you have to do it, then you'll be able to do it. That's all.
Sure. Great answer. Great answer. Great inputs by Shivankit. Thank you so much. Let's move on. Now, this is one of the most important questions. हम लोग normally अपनी preparation में students बहुत सारी गलतियां करते हैं during these 2 years, 3 years of preparation. The actual preparations, मतलब बहुत सारी common mistakes हैं. So we would like to hear from Dipali now. Dipali, what are the most common mistakes made by the students? I'm sure आप लोगों ने भी करी होंगी. So I guess you can give your examples. क्या गलतियां हम लोग करते हैं जब हम actual में we are preparing for the entrance exams? Dipali.
The biggest mistake made by students is ignoring NCERT. That is not clearing the basics from NCERT, which is very important to clear any entrance exam, whether it is JEE or it is NEET. The next mistake made by students is not clearing their doubts and not making notes in the class. The notes will benefit you at the end of when you are going to attend the exam, and clearing, and if you don't clear your doubts will keep piling up, and it will harm you in future. So clear your doubts regularly. The other mistake made by students is focusing only on their favorite subjects. Like we used to do biology for too many hours, and ignored physics, like in the starting of +1. So don't do that. You must focus equally on all the subjects. And the other mistake made by students is having multiple coachings. So it is very wrong. The teachers here at the institute put their 100% efforts, and they are very hardworking. So so keep trust on them and follow them blindly rather than having multiple coachings. And following multiple books is also another mistake made by students. Don't follow many books for a subject. Follow only a single book, extra book for solving MCQs throughout these 2 years. And the other mistake made by students is getting demotivated and depressed due to lesser marks in mock tests, and getting demotivated and depressed due to that. So at that time, don't sit alone. Talk to your teachers and parents. They will help you to get out of it. If you score less, it is okay. And remember that the best of you is yet to come. So try to improve in mock tests rather than getting demotivated or depressed. So these were the mistakes. These are the mistakes.
अच्छे inputs दिए Dipali ने. I'm sure these inputs you're taking a pen and noting it down. Let me assure you, ये जो inputs आपसे तीनों को like आ रहे हैं, students, these are very valuable inputs. Please take a pen and note it down. जैसे Dipali ने बहुत important चीजें highlight करी. Never feel depressed and demotivated. Exams क्या होते हैं? Exams आपका fear बाहर निकालने के लिए होते हैं, ठीक है? तो अभी हम बोलते हैं ना कि किसी को exam phobia हो जाता है. तो दीपाली ने क्या बोला कि never feel depressed. There are situations your marks will drop. Teachers आपको डांट लगाते हैं, parents भी डांटते हैं, कोई बात नहीं, it's normal. And अगर आपने तैयारी करी है तो ही आपको फील होता है ना कि खराब फील होता है कि हमारे मार्क्स अच्छे नहीं आए. So but then after coming back, discuss with your parents, discuss with your friends जो आपको motivate करते हैं, and next test के लिए अपने आप को re-energize करो कि मेरा ये टेस्ट था और इसको इतना स्कोर आया था, अगले टेस्ट में हमने और इम्प्रोवाइज करना, राइट? So very good inputs.
Sir, before going on, I would also like to share one thing which definitely students should know. So basically, one of the things that I see students commonly making a mistake is not setting proper goals. See, as an individual, you should have goals defined for yourself. The institute will always set the best goals for you, which is good. So I'll tell you what happens is in the beginning parts of your journey, like when you have just joined 11th, you should set highly ambitious goals. Like even if you know you're not gonna reach there, even if you feel like that, but still you should set highly ambitious goals. But if you set those, you'll end up reaching somewhere in middle at least. So if you target for ITs, you will end up cracking mains and end up in a good NIT. If you already start with NIT, you might not even get that. So just start with high goals, and then you might even get that or something below that, but that must also be satisfiable. But towards the end of the journey, let's say when you have reached the 11th to end of 12th, now tab sabko pata hota hai ki kaun kitna pani mein hai. Then it's time to be realistic about your goals. Channelize your preparation towards that goal. 12th के end तक सबको पता था कि वो IT clear कर पाएगा कि नहीं कर पाएगा. So if not, just why not focus on mains? Why not end up in a good NIT? If not, why not just buy a good Arihant book from Bits like I did. So there you just focus your 2 months on just Bitset exam. You can easily crack that up. I'm pretty sure if you have solved Unison Institute booklets basic level also. So just be realistic in your goal setting. That's all I want to say.
So great answer. Like शिवांकित ने एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट बात हाईलाइट कर दी है कि आपके जो गोल्स होने चाहिए वो आपकी रीच से थोड़ा ऊपर होने चाहिए. अगर आप थोड़ा सा एम हाई करोगे, you'll be compelled to work harder and get the best out of you, right? जो अपनी लिमिट्स है उनको थोड़ा सा स्ट्रेच करना सीखो धीरे धीरे, right? So great answer, Shivankit. And the next question again, it's a very common question asked by the students. बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स हैं, मैं नाम ही नहीं ले सकता, बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स ने क्वेश्चन पूछा था हाउ टू स्टे अवे फ्रॉम डिस्ट्रैक्शंस. और आज की डेट में आई गेस ये जो एज है 10th 11th 12th की, मेरे ख्याल से सबसे बड़ी डिस्ट्रैक्शन है सोशल मीडिया, इंस्टाग्राम, फेसबुक, व्हाट्सएप. सो कृष्णा, व्हाट इज योर टेक ऑन इट? हाउ टू अवॉइड दीज डिस्ट्रैक्शंस and focus more on the social media, I guess. कैसे बच के रहें इनसे? तो एडिक्शन है बच्चों को, क्या किया जाए?
So when you were asking this question, just a message popped up from my professor that you have to do this work. So this is the importance of social media in our daily to daily life. So when I was in my class 11th and 12th, I had a very active Facebook account, and I used to follow, like, I have a very active account on WhatsApp also. So in my WhatsApp, what I used to do, I used to have a group with my teachers. I used to have a family group, which I think all of us have, in which they share the good morning and good night messages. And then we have a very good teachers group on WhatsApp where I used to put my queries and doubts, and they used to answer it very regularly. So the first point is about social media is how you use it and how much to the extreme level you are going to deploy it. If you use it to a very extremity level, then it's very bad for you. Like, everything in excess is very bad. And I must not say that social media completely tyag do, because it is very like cliche. It is completely a cliche statement that social media tyag do. But in this technological era, where everyone is living in this technological world, no one can cut it out from the social media. Everyone must have an WhatsApp account or a Facebook account at least. I can say that they must not be having on Instagram, but these two things are certainly like everyone is having their accounts on. So just for the distractions, I would like to mention that you should starve your distractions, like completely starve it up, and you should feed your goals. If you have a very realistic and ambitious goal in your mind, then distractions cannot harm you. When you say that we want to reach it to a particular level, the path will be full of thorns. As I must say that the path will be full of thorns, and at the end you will get a rose. So this is the kind of the thorns are the distraction and rose is our goal. If we compare thorns with a distraction, like some thorns are very much hard and some thorns are soft, in which we can put our feet on. But the hard thorns are those if we use the distraction on a very extreme level. So to get distraction free, as I must say that first of all, you should have a very proper goal. You must have a proper environment in which you can study. You must have proper guide, as I think Unison is providing the online resources at this point of time, in which you can utilize their online like technology for the teaching only, for studies only. So this will help you to be distraction free. The next point I would like to mention over here is the role of parents. That is very much crucial to help you stay distraction free. Like whenever I was studying, I used to study for like 1.5 hour in a continuous stretch. Then after 1.5 hour, I used to have a break, or I used to say them rewards for me. In this small breaks, I used to either chit chat with my parents, or I used to chit chat with my friend, or I used to do coding, or I used to play guitar, or I used to play novel. These are the certain extracurricular activities which everyone must have, so that you can reward them in between your continuous stretch of studying. And if you reward them with these extracurricular activities, you will not get time to touch your phone, to either go on Instagram or to either go on Facebook. If you have certain extracurricular activities like either playing a football, playing badminton, or playing basketball, you can reward them with these things, and cut off the social media from your life. So these are the certain things which I want to highlight over here, that you must have extracurricular activities, you must stay hydrated during your studies, you must have the support of your parent, which I think every parent gives that to their children. And the next is an ambitious and a realistic goal.
And believe me, in college, I'm always online on Instagram. So you can wait for some time. I'm all,
शिवांकित
right now also I'm always online.
शिवांकित, just एक बात पूछूंगा यहाँ पे. Did you had a Instagram account or a Facebook account during your 11th 12th?
No, no, I didn't have a good smartphone.
Okay, and Krishna, what about you?
I was active on Facebook and WhatsApp, not on Instagram.
Not on Instagram. Dipali, what is your take? Were you
Sir, I
active?
was no sir, not on Instagram, only WhatsApp I used to this.
Okay. देखो एक बात, like it's being highlighted कि आप दूर तो नहीं रह सकते सोशल मीडिया से. As Krishna said, you cannot stay away from the social media, but at least we can fix up little bit of time, and that is called the reward time. आप खुद अपने लिए set करो कि sir post dinner or like post your studies after 11:30, or let's say when you go to sleep, we will spend at least 15 to 20 minutes or max half an hour for the social media. So this way we can just limit ourselves, right? So let's move ahead. The next question, it's going to be asked by one of the most studious students in class 11. Like बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट, जैसे अभी दिवाली ने कहा, मल्टीपल ट्यूशन ज्वाइन करते हैं, मल्टीपल कोचिंग ज्वाइन करते हैं, कहीं से टेस्ट सीरीज प्रिस्क्राइब कर लेते हैं, कहीं से कोई टॉप रैंकर्स का पैकेज ले लिया, दे थिंक एक नेशनल लेवल की टेस्ट सीरीज ज्वाइन कर ली. शिवांकित, what are your reviews about the study material and test series provided by our institute, Unison Institute? Shivankit.
Okay, so before talking about the study material, it's important for students to understand the importance of selective preparation. See, it's a long syllabus. I mean, there's no end to the number of questions you can solve in every subject, the amount of syllabus you can cover in every subject. So you need to select for yourself depending on the goals you have set. Now, coming to that, having said that, I would say that the booklets that I used to get from Unison Institute had questions very selectively chosen from previous year questions, as well as from professors themselves also made the questions. So those were for different levels, like for mains, for advanced, for boards also. So that is why I never felt the need to go outside. Plus, it's not a good idea to collect just tons of books at your home and not reading any of them, just rather than just keeping one book with you and just going it through thoroughly. So yeah, the material is quite good. I remember Vishal sir, my maths teacher, used to basically prepare competitive questions, especially for the advanced batch, which really helped me. In fact, Kalra sir, my chemistry teacher, used to make DPPs, the daily practice problems, which were subjective in nature but actually helped us to understand the concepts thoroughly. My physics teacher used to make questions, from his own. Basically, I couldn't find them in any book, and he used to make questions in such a way that I could cover at least like 10 concepts in just one question. So yes, the study material is good, but how to make benefit out of it is something up to you. You should, seek, communicate with your teachers, understand the importance of material. If you're not able to cover whole of it, just go to your teacher and tell them that I'm not able to do this. Just make it more narrow it down more for me. They'll definitely help you. So the material is there for everyone. It's just that how to take the benefit out of it is up to you.
Right, very good answer. Like एक और चीज मैं इनके बारे में ऐड करता हूँ, मुझे हमेशा याद आता है कि like students like Shivankit, Krishna and Dipali, they used to compel our teachers. They used to motivate them to bring up with some good assignments. देखो अभी जैसे शिवांकित ने highlight किया, I used to have a word with Vishal sir. I remember Krishna and Vinayak, one of your batchmates, used to sit with physics sir for let's say 2 or 3 long hours, right? Dipali used to clear doubts with Ravi Roy sir, right? So all in all, ये जो बच्चे हैं, अगर आप लोग भी टीचर्स को कंपेल करोगे टू एक्सट्रैक्ट द बेस्ट आउट ऑफ अस आल्सो, वी एज अ टीम आर टोटली देयर, बट समटाइम्स द टीचर आल्सो नीड सम इनपुट फ्रॉम द स्टूडेंट्स एज वेल. सो यहाँ का जो स्टडी मटेरियल है, ऑल इन ऑल आई कैन से दैट इज वन ऑफ द बेस्ट स्टडी मटेरियल्स. test series we are going to launch it
Yeah,
online as
I
well.
was about to say that. So the grant test series used to help us a lot because you need to have a check on yourself, where you stand in your own batch, where you stand, in terms of the preparation that you have done. So this actually helps you to see preparing and not getting a feedback is never healthy because you never get to know how you are doing. So this test series also always helped me, and especially the teachers not only just reviewed my marks but also noticed the behavior, the patterns that the with which I used to attempt the paper. So sometime, like earlier, I always used to attempt all the questions, go into negative marking. So even if I end up with good score, that was sometimes the best in the batch, but still there was a error in my pattern, the way I attempted the exams. So yeah,
मैं
I would
यहाँ
say.
पे एक और बात पूछूंगा यहाँ पे मेरे को बता ग्रैंड टेस्ट सीरीज से मुझे भी याद आ गया यू जस्ट मेंशनड इट ग्रैंड टेस्ट सीरीज से शिवांकित मुझे याद है आप ना हर बार लाइक यू यूज्ड टू कम एट माय ऑफिस और अभी दीपाली ने भी बोला नेवर फील डिसअपॉइंटेड तो ग्रैंड टेस्ट सीरीज के बाद कभी कभी जब बच्चे डिसअपॉइंट हो जाता था तो शिवांकित उस टाइम पे बच्चों को क्या करना चाहिए समटाइम्स यू फील यार पढ़ना ही छोड़ देते मतलब ये मेरे से होगा ही नहीं राइट तो आईआईटी जेई का लेवल इतना टफ है मैंने एडवांस की तो तैयारी करनी नहीं आई विल प्रिपेयर ओनली फॉर जेई मेंस तो यूनिसन इंस्टीट्यूट वाले सर डेली मेरे ऊपर प्रेशर डाल रहे हैं जतिन सर कहते थे कि ग्रैंड टेस्ट में टारगेट था 480 में से 400 का आपको तो 350 है तो व्हाट शुड अ स्टूडेंट डू व्हेन he or she feels discouraged after the test marks
Believe me, this used to happen with me a lot also. I would say that if you feel bad about having a messed up exam, it's good actually, because if you don't feel bad, it shows that you don't care. Feeling bad shows that you actually care about your results. Now nobody expects you to get back on track on the same day you got a bad result. Nobody will expect you to just solve 10 problems after coming back in exam. So I would say just take a break, take one day for yourself, go watch a movie, take an outing with your parents, with your friends, make some calls, just do whatever you can feel to just distract away from your studies. Now after that, it's time to come back, because the world is still there. I mean, nothing has changed, so you also have to get back on track. Now how to get back on track is, you have to realize that there's nothing wrong with you at all. There's nothing is wrong. Everything is never wrong. There might be few things that you might have missed that led to bad results. Maybe you were all prepared with the questions and the concepts, but the way which in which you attempted the paper was wrong. So that is something you have to figure out, that what exactly went wrong. This is where getting feedback helps, getting feedback from your parents, getting feedback from your teachers. Now after you get the feedback, then you'll definitely be able to figure out, oh shit, that's just one thing I have to work on, rest is all fine. So that will motivate you and definitely will help you to get back on track. See, feeling sad never helps you, because it will only demotivate you, it will only waste your time. I would rather say that just don't, as I before said also, just don't lose your goals. You can make it more realistic, but that is something you have to do towards the end. Just in the beginning, just keep your goals high.
great great okay Krishna एक और क्वेश्चन जो मुझे randomly I want to ask you personally you had been the topper in physics you scored physics 100 out of 100 और ये भी ग्रैंड टेस्ट सीरीज के बाद यूनिसन पे मॉक टेस्ट होते हैं अगेन प्रेशर मेरे थ्रू ही आता है ठीक है बट उस प्रेशर से बाहर कैसे निकलते थे मतलब अगर फिजिक्स में आपके 100 आउट ऑफ 100 आए ग्रैंड टेस्ट के बाद बहुत सारे मेडिकल स्टूडेंट्स ये बोलते थे कि सर this physics subject I want to stay away from and this is not my cup of tea I'm good at learning things chemistry is my best bio is my best physics का क्या राज है तेरा मतलब still it is one of the I guess the best subjects for you what is your take on that physics
Physics from class 9th onwards is not a subject of understanding for me. It was a subject of beauty. It was a beauty for me. Basically, I used to have like physics teach you the concepts in the reality, what is happening around the world, how the car is moving, how that particular train is moving, how that particular train is made. So these are the certain things which physics teaches. So physics is not just a subject which you just have to conceptually learn. Physics is a subject which you have to put your logic into and you can relate it to the real world. So whenever I used to do physics subject, basically I used to put it in my logic and try to project those 2D images into a 3D plane into my brain only. Like those chapter of rotation, moment of inertia. Those things are certain which are there in the 2D for you in the book, but you have to imagine it in the 3D plane. So basically your brain does that. So similarly, like in this today's era of virtual reality and augmented reality, where everyone is using these VR and AR apps, you can use these apps to teach physics basically. I must say that Unison also should include these apps like the usage of VR and AR to teach student physics, because it is very crucial to understand the physics in the 3D plane. You cannot make students learn physics in the 2D plane. And I think the biggest mistake which students do is trying to learn physics in the 2D plane. See, you cannot learn it. Physics is all about the real world. Until and unless you start imagining those objects into your mind, you cannot derive the logic behind it. So that's what I used to do with the physics basically.
So you used to like take a keen interest in what is the subject all about, go through from the basics and try and imagine things.
Yeah.
Right. So कृष्णा थोड़ा सा अपने like limits को और अपनी imagination को कई बार when you felt stuck, तो उस समय क्या करना चाहिए? मतलब मेरा क्वेश्चन जनरली फिजिक्स से नहीं है, किसी भी सब्जेक्ट में someone might be bad at maths. तो when you feel stuck, उसके बाद क्या सोचते हो? What motivates you at that point of time?
Particularly if I talk about physics, whenever I used to get stuck in, that at that point of time, Gurpreet sir was our physics teacher. So he used to make me understand that concept up till to the zenith. अगर वो सब्जेक्ट मुझे समझ ही नहीं आएगा तो he will make me understand कि वो ऐसा है ऐसा है ऐसा. He will continually put stress on that subject only, on that particular part of physics only. So at that point of time, I was able to understand each and every concept of physics very clearly. So if I talk about generally, like if we don't able to imagine those things, then I think we should first of all stop imagining that thing, because we are not able to imagine it properly. And if we imagine it partially, then it's going to harm us. Until and unless we try to imagine it properly, and if we like imagine it partially, it is going to harm us, as I mentioned earlier. So try to imagine those things. And if you are not able to imagine it properly right now, then you should try to stop it immediately. Don't imagine it again. Try to imagine it a day after, a day, maybe 2 days after, because at that point of time your mind will be fresh again and you will start from the zilch only. So that is the basic like point I would like to mention over here, that start from the zilch again and start imagining it again.
And I would also say that the biggest motivation would be if you keep your goal in front of you. I mean, come on, we all are working towards a goal. Sometimes we like studying, sometimes we don't like studying. There isn't everything about JEE that you're gonna love. Believe me, there will be times when you don't even feel like touching the book or looking at. But that is where you have to keep your goal in mind, that you're working for something, you're working to make your career, getting into a good college. So just keeping these things in front of you actually motivates you. I mean, get out of bed, keep the book in front of you, and then just start having a look at the problems and see what it is about.
मुझे एक एग्जांपल याद आ गया, एक सचिन का इंसिडेंट है ब्रैड हॉक के साथ. ऑस्ट्रेलिया में टेस्ट सीरीज थी एंड एक बार सचिन आइदर एलबीडब्ल्यू हुआ था या क्लीन बोल्ड हुआ था, और सचिन ने उस पेपर पे लिख के व्हेन ही वेंट बैक इन द इवनिंग, तो चिट चैट होती है, इंडियन और ऑस्ट्रेलियन टीम यूज्ड टू चिट चैट सिट टुगेदर, तो लेट बायगॉन्स बी बायगॉन्स, बट सचिन ने वो चीज लिख के दे दी थी लेग स्पिन बॉलर को, ब्रैड हॉक को, कि नेक्स्ट टाइम इन द फ्यूचर, मतलब इन द हिस्ट्री ऑफ क्रिकेट, मैं आगे से आपकी ओवर्स में और आपकी बॉलिंग पे आई विल नेवर गेट आउट, एंड दैट इज एक्चुअली ट्रू. वो उसके बाद कभी आउट नहीं हुआ. सो देखो शिवांकी, तो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट चीज करिए कि आप अपने गोल्स को पेन डाउन करो और अपने स्टडी टेबल्स में या अपने क्लासरूम में सामने लगा दो. राइट? ओके, नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, दीपाली, अगेन अ वेरी ट्रिकी क्वेश्चन. क्या कोई एक फिक्स स्ट्रेटेजी है एग्जामिनेशन पेपर्स को अटेम्प्ट करने की? Is there any fixed strategy how to avoid negative marking? क्या strategy आपने follow करी दीपाली?
So there is not a fixed strategy, but there can be many ways of attempting a question paper, like sequence wise or from easy to harder questions. But I used to follow the sequence, like first I used to do biology, then chemistry, and then at last physics. As the NEET question paper consists of 180 questions and we get 180 minutes, that is 3 hours for solving that question paper. So at first I attempted biology. The first 40 minutes I gave to biology, in which I was able to solve around 70 to 75 questions correctly, because they are purely NCERT based, and we can do them correctly. The other questions I left for the last. And then moving on to chemistry, firstly I attempted inorganic and organic chemistry, as also they are purely NCERT based. So we have to mark only the correct option. So in the first 15 minutes, I was able to do around 20 to 25 questions out of 30 of organic and inorganic. Then the next 25 minutes should be given to physical chemistry, which is numerical based. So you can do around 10 to 12 questions out of 15 in physical chemistry. The next 1 hour, that is 60 minutes, should be given to physics. and you should solve physics very calmly without any stress, because physics is the rank deciding subject. So do solve the questions very carefully in physics, and if you do around 30 to 35 questions correctly, it is more than enough in physics. So after attempting physics, you move on to unattempted questions, like starting from biology, then chemistry, and then physics. Review them, and if you are confident enough, then attempt them. And OMR can be filled accordingly, like after attempting a particular section, or after attempting the whole paper. And the best way to avoid negative marking is to avoid wild guesses, and the elimination method is best for attempting biology. And read the questions very carefully in biology, like many students do silly mistakes in correct and not correct written in the question. So read carefully the questions. And the best way to reduce negative marking is to improve in mock test by reducing negative marking. Don't do negative marking, as a single mark can reduce your rank to several thousands. So be aware of negative marking. Don't do negative marking.
दिवाली,
So
अगर
that's
आपसे
all.
पूछूं, अगर एक क्वेश्चन गलत हो जाता है नेगेटिव मार्किंग का,
Marking
तो
का,
कितना
yes,
ऑल
sir.
इंडिया रैंक में फर्क आता है, ये बच्चों को बताओ.
Sir, around 1000 के अराउंड, मतलब रैंक हमारा नीचे चला जाता है.
ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट और वैल्यूएबल इनपुट है कि अगर एक क्वेश्चन भी आपने तुक्का मारा, वाइल्ड गेस किया, जैसे दीपाली ने बोला, तो इट कैन मेक अ डिफरेंस ऑफ 1000 रैंक्स. 1000 रैंक्स की जो कीमत है ना, दैट इज जस्ट लाइक कि आप आईआईटी के अपनी चॉइस के कॉलेज में यू मिस्ड वन स्ट्रीम. लाइक शिवांकित, मुझे याद है शिवांकित का जेई का ऑल इंडिया रैंक 707 था, बट सिंस शिवांकित वांट टू परस्यू कंप्यूटर साइंस, ही हैड टू आउट फॉर बिट्स. But again, BITS is a very good college. It's one of the best colleges of the country. So, but then please take care that the strategy, negative marking is everything very important, right? So,
So,
the
I would
next
also
question,
say,
I would,
I would also say here that the strategy that you choose for attempting your paper depends also on the confidence you have in the subject. While it's okay to there are some ideal strategies that you can follow, but you should decide your own strategy based on what level of confidence that you possess in every subject. Few students are good at maths, few students are good at physics, few are good at chemistry. So you should decide the order of attempting the subjects, the number of questions to attempt in every subject, to avoid negative marking entirely comes out of how confident you are in each subject. What is the level of your preparation? Yeah, that's all I
okay,
would say.
great, great. तो strategy जो है वो confidence level पे भी depend करती है, आपका subject पे confidence level कैसा है, right? So again, a very important and a valuable input. Okay. Since we are running out of time, this last question, Krishna, you have to address, and it is a very common question because there are a lot of parents also watching this live on Facebook also, and this question is also coming. Parents का role क्या होता है? बच्चे कई बार हम सुनते हैं कि पापा आपका जमाना चला गया, आपका टाइम चला गया, तो what is the role of parents during these crucial years of preparation? Krishna.
See, sir, expressing the role of parents in words is very tough for me, because according to Shakespeare, like there are 7 stages of life, and out of those 7 stages, the 4 stages our parents give only to us. So the role of parents is very tough. Like they are the sun which shines our every day, and they are the moon which brights our every night. I cannot express them, but the sacrifice that they make when we were in class, when I and my sister were in class 11th and 12th, was like so commendable. Like they used to cancel their outings, they used to cancel their plans just because of us. The next point is an emotional quotient that they have with us, and the next point is how they used to motivate me. I still remember that when I was giving my BITS exam, it did not go well. So when I was coming back from the exam center, my father said that there are certain lines of Gita which are very crucial. And I have mentioned those lines in my YouTube channel. You can follow it. Like it's Krishna Mehra. You can follow the Sar of Gita. Basically, I would not mention out here because the time is very limited. So I would say that it says that क्यों व्यर्थ चिंता करते हो? Don't think about it. जो हो गया वो हो गया. So he used to motivate me. Now also, whenever I give any test, whether it is GRE, GATE, or GMAT, he used to accompany me till my center and used to wait outside until and unless my test is completed and I am coming outside. And he used to again give me a warm hug and a compassionate smile that it's okay, whatever happens, happens for good. So see, the role of parents is very crucial. You have to make sure that your child is not suffering from any kind of stress or depression, and you are the biggest stress busters for them, because they are the ones who are in direct contact with you only. You are the one who can motivate them to a utmost अलग ही level पे आप motivate कर सकते हो उनको. So in the nutshell, I can say that there are 3 M's which are very crucial for every parent. The first M stands for the motivate your child. The second M stands for the moral support that you provide to them. And the third M is make your children mentally and physically fit and stable.
Great answer. Great answer. Motivation, moral support, and the last one,
Mental and physical health.
mental and physical. Wow, that's a very nice answer. Okay, so now we are left with, I guess, 5 to 10 minutes, and let's try and take the answers, questions which are coming live. The first question is by Utkarsh. How to concentrate more while studying? कई बार ऐसी चीजें आ जाती हैं कि हमको याद करने में बहुत डिफिकल्टी आती है. Someone might be not at cramming. Like, so how to concentrate more and increase your concentration? Shivankit, can you answer this because Utkarsh wants to listen from you?
Sure, sir. So I feel हम concentration एक तो तब नहीं कर पाते जब हमको लगता है कि हमसे नहीं हो पाएगा. The first reason I feel is that. So I would say कि सबसे पहले तो अपनी प्रिपरेशन को बहुत ही ज्यादा इंक्रीमेंटल करने की जरूरत है. इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू हैव एन इंक्रीमेंटल अप्रोच टुवर्ड्स एनीथिंग. By incremental I mean just do not put everything on you in one go. If you just set incremental targets, like today I just have to focus on these 2 topics and solve questions only related to them. Just don't switch between everything. Once you just keep your focus on just these 2 topics, I'm pretty sure you will be able to get the hang of it when you start giving time to it. So just don't feel like I have this much in front of me, this much left. Just set your target for the day and don't think about tomorrow. Just focus on today's target, try to finish it, and you will be able to concentrate better. The other thing I would say is that, as I say, just keep your momentum if you're not able to concentrate. Hard work is always rewarded, believe me. If you just lose your motivation, just get out before you actually start getting the hang of things, you lose even whatever you have given. So just try to sit until you start getting the hang of things. At one point you'll definitely. And there's also one thing that you should notice, that there might also be a fault in the way you are approaching things. So just try to interact more and more with your teachers, whether you're actually try to approach the subject in a correct way or not, approach the topic. So I think
Great. Any inputs by Krishna?
Yeah, so I want to highlight one thing. One strategy I used to follow. The strategy says that make 3 plans. The first plan goes for a day, the second plan for a week, and the third plan for a month. For a particular day, you must have a plan in which you want to do the particular topic from a particular chapter, like either of PCM or PCB. The next plan goes by, it says that make a plan for the chapter only which you want to cover in the particular week, and make sure you remember the 3-tier method which I mentioned earlier. I hope you have jotted that down. And the last point is, in the month, cover the chapter. Like either you have to cover the entire physical chemistry or the entire organic chemistry, or in the for physics, like either you have to cover the entire electrostatics or you have to cover the mechanics. Make sure you want to cover these topics or these subjects in a particular go in a particular month. So for a particular day, if you have selected one particular topic from, suppose, P block elements, then you have to go through all the concepts either from NCERT, the Unison study material, and one book extra if you want to follow. Other than that, you make sure that you go through all the questions of it, because until and unless you are doing the question and the previous year question, you cannot be confident that you have learned the topic and you have understand it very well. So make sure that you go through the questions also. So this is the strategy which I used to follow. I think so you jot it down, and if it finds good to you, then you can also follow it.
Okay. So one last question which we can take now, or last 2 questions. From which class should we start preparing for the competitive exams? Dipali, आपने answer नहीं किया, so I guess this random question goes to you. From which class should we start preparing for the competitive exams? Dipali, PMT के लिए, NEET के लिए आपने तैयारी कब शुरू करी?
Sir, I started at 11th. अगर आप consistently study करोगे 11th से at the end of 12th, तो you can crack the exam. अगर आप consistent study like 11th में you study consistently for 3 to 4 hours daily and clear your doubts, so it will help you to crack the exam.
Okay.
So I started in 11th only.
yeah, even I feel 11th is a good time
Right time.
actually to
I
start.
remember Shivankit, I can quote your incident. May I? Shivankit जब यहाँ पे Unison पे आया था, he attended one of our orientation programs. I guess Shivankit, you will tell more about that. You attended one session of ours at, I guess, this classic residency. Am I right?
Yeah.
Please tell them about that. How did you join Unison? We would like to know. That's,
I
yeah.
never actually thought that I would be going to coaching or something, because till 10th class I used to study all by myself only. So I thought, why not the next 2 years as well? Because already till 10th, from right from my childhood, I didn't get any coaching. So why now? I attended the orientation program. I was still not very convinced. I was having second thoughts whether we should. Although I got very good inputs from teachers, they had a very good interactions, but still I was doubtful. But so I started to take some demo classes before I joined, and that actually changed my perspective, because I understood the it's actually different. 10 to 11th is a big jump. It's not like you can cover everything on your own. You need guidance, you need support, and you need, the most important thing I would say is selectiveness. And you won't be able to select things on your own. You need inputs. So I think Unison Institute would be a great place for that, where you can actually get proper feedback, get proper material. And I think I made a right decision.
Chalo, good. And Shivankit, one more thing. एक और question आ रहा है. Let's just move ahead with this question quickly. We are running out of time. How to strike a balance between the school and coaching? As you have mentioned, 11th is the right time. 2 years of studies, you can give it a very tough nut to crack. मतलब आपको अगर पूरे अच्छे से आप prepare कर रहे हो, you can easily crack the exams, but you have to go with the dedication.
Okay.
Now, how to manage between the school and the coaching part? I guess Krishna, you would answer that. School and coaching. Yeah.
So when I was in class 11th and 12th, I was a regular student at school also, and I was a regular student at institute also. So what my schedule used to look like is I used to wake up at 6 in the morning, used to get ready for the school, do some extracurricular activities in the school, either some debates or some speech competitions or some coding, because I was having the extra subject as computer science. So I used to code it. I have to master that subject also. So from then at 1 o'clock, I used to come back at home, and I used to reach Unison Institute at 3 o'clock. So it's a 2 hour gap only. I used to give it to me only. It's a me time. So when I used to reach at Unison Institute at 3 o'clock, the teachers were already waiting for the competition batch, and I was a student of competition batch. And thanks for that batch that I am here right now, because that batch had helped me a lot. The teacher used to wait for us. They have already made the questions, and they are waiting for us to get it solved. Then at 8 o'clock, I used to come back at home, then do the revision. As I mentioned earlier, my strategy is complete the day revision on that day only. So I used to revise that day, whatever has been taught in the institute or whatever has been taught in my school also. And then I used to sleep. So that is my particular day. I used to have a balance between both school and coaching. And one thing that I would like to highlight is how school and coaching both had helped. They have helped me to provide everything. Like sometimes when I used to have like extra competition in my school, I used to ask either Kalra sir or Vishal sir that I will not be able to come for competition batch. Will you be able to solve my query over only on the WhatsApp? Then he used to nod that no problem, just go ahead. So that's where both have helped me to take a balance. Like I was a student who used to do extracurricular activities a lot, because I think that extracurricular activities are very important. So I must say that it's completely dependent on you whether you want to go to school or you just want to go to institute, because it's dependent on the personality that you are having, whether you are just focusing on the studies, whether you want to focus on extracurriculars also. So it's completely dependent on your choice.
I would add some points in other direction also here, that it's important to adjust to the needs of the time, basically. So I remember in my time, there was 40% weightage to boards and 60% weightage to competitive exams. So it was important to strike a balance between boards and competitive exams, both of them. And schools actually helped me to get through boards very well. But now I would say the things have also changed a bit, that the weightage for boards is completely removed. So I think you have to make smart decisions for yourself, that what is actually gonna get you good results, and where you see yourself after 2 years. So keeping that in mind, you should take decision accordingly, whether I would rather in this time suggest focusing more on competitive preparation, because now the weightage is removed for the boards, so you can catch up on boards towards the later stages also. It's important to give more time to competitive right now. In my time, actually boards were important, but now it's competitive is more important.
That's a very valuable input. During these times, like when Krishna and Shivankit passed out 3 to 4 years back, they had the system of like percentiles. The 60% weightage was given to the entrance exams, and 40, if I'm right, 40% was given to the CBSE board exams. So they had this pressure to score well in the CBSE exams as well. Now that pressure is waived off. Thankfully, you have to focus just on the competitive exams, and ultimately your selection in BITS Pilani or IITs or government medical colleges or AIMS is going to be decided by your all India rank only in the competitive exams, not on the CBSE results. So Shivankit has very rightly pointed out, with the changing of times and pattern of the exams, you need to focus more on the entrance exams, right? And do you guys agree to this, that the coaching does help you in providing a professional method for preparing for the entrance exams? Shivankit?
Yes, sir. As I already said that this is journey that you can never take alone. So you need definitely some guidance, and the kind of the preparation pattern that Unison Institutes lets us go through. It's actually very good because, as I'm repeating this point again, it's very selective, and that's all it matters. It's very selective. It adjusted to needs of every individual. That's also what it matters, because everybody's level of preparation is different, grasping power is different, speed is different. So I think when you're getting that level of individual attention, it'll definitely make sure that you reach it somewhere.
Okay. So in the end, I would like just to ask Krishna. Krishna, any particular message you would like to give to the new students of class 10th or class 11th, who maybe who have just entered their institute line and they just started preparing, how to get attached with the teachers? Kya karna hai? Can we have a crux of everything now, since we are in this seminar in a while?
In the nutshell, I would like to say that there are 3 Ds which everyone must follow: the dedication, the devotion, and the discipline. See, persistence is the key to success. If you are persistent, you will definitely reach the zenith of success. I know it's a very tough time for everyone around the world. Everyone is suffering, but we have to look at the positive impact of it. We are having ample of time. We can utilize this time effectively. See, we cannot change the direction of the wind, but we can adjust our sails according to the wind. So that's what I want to say, that COVID-19 has made us learn how we need to adapt to the new changes which are going through. The online learning, whether they are e-resources, whether they are Zoom classes, whether it is YouTube. We need to adapt to these changes. We need to be focused. We need to stress upon our health. We need to share everything with our parents. And these are certain things which will definitely help us to have a successful life ahead. I wish every one of you a best of success and a very happy endeavors in your future.
Thank you. Thank you. Dipali, any message, last message from your side to the students who are watching this live? Anything
Yes,
you want
sir.
to say?
Yes, sir. I would like to say, believe in yourself. There is something inside you that is greater than any obstacle. So stay focused, never give up, and give your best. And I would like to wish all the best to all the aspirants and great future ahead.
Good. Shivankit, last few lines from your side.
मैं बस ये बोलूंगा कि एटलीस्ट डिप्रेस मत होना कोई भी. थोड़ा डिफिकल्ट टाइम है. You'll definitely, now that I'm past that stage, that college stage, that institute stage, everyone reaches somewhere. Definitely everyone ends up making a career for himself or herself. कुछ ना कुछ तो सब लोग बन ही जाएंगे. तो ज्यादा मतलब ऐसे टेंशन लेने की जरूरत नहीं है. Just stay focused and stay motivated. That's all it matters. Motivation is the biggest thing that you have to maintain during this time, and you'll definitely, if you put your efforts, you'll definitely reach somewhere. Maybe the results are not very visible right now, quick enough for you. For everybody has a own clock of success also. Some become successful earlier, some take some time, but yeah, it'll happen if you keep on working. Depression is never a solution. Just stay motivated.
So the messages are common: stay focused, work with dedication, discipline, and as Shivankit said, stay positive. The most important thing is to stay positive throughout, right? So, and one more thing I would just like to announce. आपकी बातों से मुझे याद है, Krishna, like you just mentioned that the institute is coming up with something new. Now I must tell you that we are also coming up with a very cumbersome website. Website में बच्चों के लिए we are also going to launch the online test series as well, which the institute was missing for last 2-3 years. So that is again मुझे भी motivation मिल रही है इन बच्चों से कि कुछ नया तो करना ही है. So let me share with you that the online testing platform is also going to be live with you in the next month. We are working on it. So अगर students की June last 1 week में summer vacations है, the institute guys are going to work really hard. Believe me, all the teachers here are dedicated and they are there to guide you till you reach your goal. right? So it was wonderful having you all here. Thank you very much, Shivankit, Krishna, and
Thank you
Dipali.
so much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
And we are blessed to have you students here. Thanks for sharing your valuable inputs. But we feel lucky that you have been a part of our institute and you have done so well and achieved something good from our institute as well, right?
Thank you, sir. Thank you so
Okay,
much.
thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much,
sir.
students. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.